All right, guys, I'm going to kick us off with a safety brief, and then I'm going to turn it over to Freddie, and then it's his ball game from there, okay? So, hey, welcome to the brand new SgtMaj Downing Tactical Training Center. Appreciate you guys showing up, okay? This is the very first professional class that's being taught here, all right? So thank you for being part of that. You guys are making SgtMaj Downing Tactical Training Center history right now.
All right.
Okay.
So you're going to see a lot of science. There's no mystical voodoo here. I'm going to give you facts based on science. Everything I show you is going to be explainable, identifiable, and reproducible. In fact, you're going to be able to Monday morning, you're going to wake up and you're going to be able to teach somebody a lot about tracking. Because my system, like I said, it's based not on terrain. The terrain of the human mind is what it's based on. And when I unlocked that secret, it just took me all over the world. And it's been a really rad ride because I get to meet you guys. Many years ago, a guy told me, Freddie, one footprint is a word. Many footprints a sentence. His whole trail, his story written upon the sand. And I'm like, wow. Can you teach me that? Can you teach me to read that language, sir? I said, Freddie, don't be so literal. I said, oh man, geez, just one disappointment after the other. Man trackers don't want to talk about animal tracking. Animal trackers don't want to talk about man tracking. Like, what am I going to do, man? I'm going to go broke going to all these courses out of my own pocket just because everybody's so specialized. Well, this system I'm teaching you works for anything. Anything that moves upon the earth, this works. Okay? So this is the language. This is the tracker's language. And how we developed it was by learning how children learn and how we learn as humans. The width of the ball. So first measurement, length of the boot from forward edge to rear edge. That's measurement A. And if you look in your manuals, you'll see a page in there that you can use to sketch tracks on. Okay? The second measurement is going to be the width of the ball, usually 4.5, 5 inches for the average male. The third measurement is going to be the length of the heel. The fourth measurement is going to be the width of the heel. And as I said, it's in your manuals. Okay? Now, I have this broken down into 5 compartments. Most footwear will fit within these 5 measurements for search and rescue purposes. Count every single track marked with a nail or a bamboo stick in my nail trail all the way to the end. After you get that number, double check yourself. Change your perspective. Okay? Your mind must be malleable. You must be willing and able to physiologically learn more information. All right? And that slows down as you get older, doesn't it? So that's what we're working on. Okay? Now, a nail head, that nail right there, the head of that nail is 5 millimeters square. Okay? A footprint is how many millimeters square? 5,000 millimeters square. So what's easier to see? Right now it's the nail. But by the end of this, you should see footprints. I'm programming you right now. Okay? I'm going to deprogram you and program you to see tracks by doing this. You guys ready to start? Yep. You guys will be given 5 minutes, and I will have the timer on my watch. You guys ready to begin? Any questions? Does everybody understand the purpose of this drill? Roger that. Okay, time starts now. More minutes.
Still dragging.
All right, so 30 inches here, I'm sweeping, and how I sweep, I'm going to sweep left to right, or right to left, in a 30-degree fan. Remember this is important, a 30-degree fan, okay, in the direction of travel. So I'm going to sweep, and I'm looking for that next indicator, right? So if I pull back here, pull back, and zoom back in. You see the nail?
Yeah.
Does everybody see the heel strike?
Yep. Yes.
Instep,
Yeah.
ball, toe dig. Someone tell me what happened at the toe dig.
When they picked up the edge of their sole, kicked up that leaf.
Pull the leaf up.
Yeah, pulls back, right? In a track, I find that everything in the rear displaces to the front, everything in the front displaces to the rear, because it displaces to the direction of travel. So if I, like when I step on leaves, for instance, my weight, as I step, my foot's in front of me because I haven't transferred the rear foot to the front foot. As I make that transfer, my weight is to the rear of the front foot. Hence, the pushing as you step with the heel strike. So it steps, pushes, lifts, pushes back. 1, 2, I've got crushing, I've got an edge of a boot, I've got displacement. One good gimme is this guy right here. See this? Where did this one come from? You ever see that bright color? Look at this bright color right here. That's a fresh break.
Oh, there it is. That's the rest
There you go, there's the other
of it.
part of
Right
it.
in half. Yeah.
There you go. So this broke off of there and it fell down right below it. All right. The tracker's brain likes to put things back together where it belongs. All right. I can't even throw a water bottle away without putting the stupid lid back on because I'll go crazy. All right. We see things the way it belong and we try and fix it. All right. Everything has a place, and that's how we get our clues. Okay. So this was freshly broken. How do I verify that? Well, I can do this and compare the two. Also, if you look in there, very, very similar color. If you look in there, you may have tiny little fragments from that fresh break. Okay. You may have, for vegetation, see that? We have tendrils. Okay. So I have all these tendrils that come off of this plant here. And over time, I have this fresh break, and I'm just simulating a break with a lot of tendrils, okay? But this plant was broken off, fell on the ground. I see it because I verify aerial spore with ground spore. I never follow breaks, okay? Never follow just breaks. I'll verify it with a track on the ground. And then I see where it broke off of. So over time, this fresh break, as it dries out, what's it gonna do?
Shrink.
Everybody see that before? Yeah, just like octopus tentacles. That's why I call these tendrils. Okay, as they dry up, they're gonna curl up. These are asymmetrical in size and shape, meaning they're not all the same size and shape. Okay, the toes in the center of this digigrade quadruped, okay, are longer typically in the center, in the front. You may see impacts from the center toe nails, the claws. You may see it depending on the soil and snow, mud. You'll typically see claws present for this type of animal. So it is a quadruped, meaning it walks on all fours. It's a digigrade, means it walks on toes. Okay. Primary impact point, foot roll, terminal point. I broke it down even further. I have track floor is the bottom of your track, the big picture. Track wall is the edge of your track, big picture. Horizon line is the top ridge. If I do this, that's different than this.
Yeah.
The elevation around this track is higher than this track because of displacement of air and soil, out and up. Once that soil in the footprint has nowhere else to go, it goes up. And then it creates a tall ridge. You see how the tall ridge is higher in elevation around that track? That's why, right? So track is not made like a cookie cutter. A track is made with explosion and disturbance and destruction. Stride tells me how fast a person is moving in conjunction with what? Toe dig. Okay? So if I run full speed through here, give me an estimate. What do you guys think? How long that stride's gonna be? Possibly injuries, right? Terrain, absolutely. So this is actually gonna fluctuate plus or minus 1 inch on average. And that's just simple terrain causing that, okay? Now you're on day 3 of a One Shepherd, Extreme Patrol X, end of the year. You got to show what your squad can do. And one of the squad members forgot his dude wipes. And it's day 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, cross rock.
Yeah, we got that monkey butt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this is gonna be wide.
this is some things you know about that guy now, right? You know that's the wink leak of that squad, right? He's vulnerable. He's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna fall asleep on firewatch. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the kind of stuff this gives you. Right? This is the practical application part of human locomotion. Okay? You know how a person walks. I'll show you how to age tracks. I'll show you how to get direction of travel. We know the average stride of a man, right, or woman, and we know that size, type, pattern, age. Size, type, pattern, age is important because that's our confirmatory that we got to track, right? Stride, straddle, pitch, pressure, weight. When one thing gets messed up, all of them get messed up. It's like a domino, okay? They're all going to be different. So a baseline is 30-inch stride, right? Is a 1 to 2 inch straddle. Is a neutral to positive pitch, right? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You guys are going to cooperatively, as a class, figure out what happened here within 5 minutes. I want 90% accuracy, and my must-haves are number of people, type of footwear. I want you to name those footwear. So if I ask what's the name, give me a nickname based on the trend. Size, type, number, type of footwear, direction of travel. Where did they come in? Where did they leave to? Sound good? All right, you guys got 5 minutes. Make sure your task organized. Make sure you have your measuring tape. If you need to go in the box, this box right here that I drew, there's nothing outside of this box that matters, okay? Nothing outside of this box matters. If you think something's important here, but it doesn't make sense, just raise your hand. Either SgtMaj Downing or Rod or myself will come over and help you out. Time starts now.
This is Mr. Loftus.
They got to fill it over.
And that's
This one?
So it looks like two people, looks like somebody's foot or hand or knee or pack or something back in there. They were dragging something. That guy was on his hands and knees, that must be his foot.
All right, everybody where you can hear? All right. Yes, sir.
All right, so in the time allotted to us, Team 2 determined that it was a scout sniper team consisting of 2 irregulars based off of the non-standard boot patterns. There was a more government-issued design on one pattern and a Viagram or a more civilian pattern on the other. We determined that they infiltrated and exfilled from the southern boundary, so that also corroborates with how they could possibly be irregulars or not as well trained as a government force. We determined that this area here was or what they were attempting to establish was a fixed firing position, or their final firing position. They had a rifle stock sitting in the dirt, knee marks, handprints to determine that they were getting low. And am I missing anything, guys?
No, and then they turned around and evac the same way they came.
That's it.
So it was 2 men in with weapons. They planted here, and then they evac back the same way.
Excellent.
one had a Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman is a
It was Wonder Woman and him.
Yeah, he's
All right,
about
good.
6'3", 240 pounds.
Ugly. 9-inch cock. No, who said that? Got all that from the markings on the ground?
Well, you laid down, didn't you? You're in the problem.
All right, Team 1. Who's your spokesman?
I'll do it.
All right, John.
All right. We got 2 guys, Mr. Vibram and Wonder Woman. Well, we assume Wonder Woman's a guy. Footwear type is D2 and D3, which is Vibram foot sole, and then the more hiking boot type foot style. we came up with pretty much the same thing they did. We had a couple guys come, or we had two directions of travel. We have in, drop, and then back out. And that's that was the requirement, right?
Yep, number
Here we go.
2. Type of footwear, excellent description. You guys get photos. Would you have gotten photos? Yes.
Yes.
You would have. You would have got sketches, whatever you need, right? I like to build a grid overhead sketch, in fact. So if I'm going to do I get called to a scene, I'm going to look at this from the outside. Big to small, small to big. Just like I showed you, right? And I'm actually doing cuts out there as well. I'm connecting those exits where they came from and went to track traps out there. Someone describe what a track trap might be.
Just a place like this where you can get good
Excellent.
track.
Yeah.
What about that ravine right there?
Yeah, that ravine.
Yeah. Why?
Soft banks.
It's soft. Yeah, you got to go down that, and you're gonna destroy the banks with your heels. Can you age that? You
Yes.
can now. You can now. All right. So cool. You just created a line from here to there. Put that on your map. Use your compass. Draw an azimuth. Oh, there just happens to be a significant geographic feature 2 miles away. It's a trailer park. So I'm calling in, hey, check it out. I need you guys to put surveillance on that trailer park. I've got these tracks going in that direction. All
Two
right?
meth heads with an expensive sniper scope.
That's right. So,
How close were we?
I say you have enough information to make me for me to properly deal with this situation. Hard to see, we're just trying to get the muzzle clear.
Okay, that point is there. That's your,
Yeah, you can validate when we're done. I want you to measure the weapons and see if that corresponds to the measurements in your book. All right, Downing, hit it.
nice.
Machine gun position, right? All right. We will not get into the importance of knowing the caliber of weapon and the volume of fire capacity of that weapon right there. We won't get wrapped around that because it's a hell of a lot different than a single shot or a multiple shot gas sniper rifle or a bolt gun. All right. That is, in some cases, an area fire weapon. You do a lot of damage. Okay. And the distance is absolutely great. Right? You're talking 2,000 meters for machine guns. All right.
RPK, correct?
What's that?
RPK?
Yeah.
Correct.
So if you look in your manuals, someone get the measurement of the width of the bipods here.
13 inches.
All right. You have 13 inches in the manual?
Check.
Width of the bipods.
Bipod width, 13 inches. Roger.
Outside. Outside. What do you got? 12. You got like 16 inches, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, go on the inside.
About 18 inches.
You put it down twice.
Yeah, he put it down twice, so I'm thinking these two. And
Yep.
then
Yeah.
those
Those are those.
Those first two.
Inside to inside.
two. Inside to inside. Yeah, 13 inches.
Excellent.
13
Okay,
and a
cool.
half.
Now, what other measurement can we get from here?
To the,
Bipod to mag. Magazine's there.
I
There's a
Couldn't figure out what
bipod.
that was.
See this slope?
Yeah, it's
Burn that in your head because that's what mags do on a foreign weapon.
they shovel in.
On a bipod.
Yeah, because they're curved.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then if he's digging into the bipods, because he's going to dig in with his toes.
You push
on
that
bipod. Yeah.
If he traverses and elevates, that's going to cause different movement as well. Okay? So, is this something you guys can do?
Yep.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You've got to know your enemy. You've got to know your enemy and what he carries. Okay? The inches, or
And where's your bag? That one?
see that crushing right here? Yeah, a lot of crushing. And then 30 inches.
Oh, you know
it's
what?
less.
I think
It's
you're right.
slightly less than
Maybe
30
we
inches.
step on it.
There,
Careful,
there.
you're-
You got like a 25 inch. Sometimes, yeah. So let's do this one in soil. Okay, here. See that?
Yeah, that was.
Very poor depth perception. Now let's do it in snow. let me hold your light. In most cases, blue sucks, unless it's hard surfaces like linoleum, wood, luxury vinyl, all that stuff, right? But in snow, blue is excellent. Excellent depth perception in snow with blue. So keep that in your back pocket. That took a lot of pain to figure that out, all right? So blue's good, man, in snow.